we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. Take for there to see. Rage is like a wind, spread into the streets. It's time to make them bleed. 'Cause we just want retribution. Let's go light up the darkness. Make true of an empty promise. Flip cards into weak and harmless. Take to the streets and turn them to a mosh pit. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make
All right, guys, let's get this party started. If you want a reading, be sure and visit my stand store. It is linked in the description below. And as always, we have a fair use, a disclaimer. As you come in, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and share the video if you like it. Let's get it going. Good morning, everyone. We're back at it. Back at it this morning. It's like, whoa, can't get enough. I've got things going on this afternoon, so I wanted to come on this morning and talk about some of the things that took place last night, what we saw with the astrology, and the FAA closing and somehow opening back up. I don't know. The FAA site isn't saying that they have opened back up, so I'm not sure what is going on here. Does it have something to do with what we were seeing last night? I think so. And I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you guys. So please hit that thumbs up. Become a member if you can. hit the little bell, subscribe, all that good stuff, okay? This is a different type of channel where we investigate in a different way. And the way that we investigate is in real time. We can do it in real time, and that is the beauty of how I work astrology, is seeing it in real time, seeing how things are unfolding with the degrees, because the degrees in our chart literally matter in the state of matter. Guys, I can't say it enough. But thank you guys so much for being here again this morning. Hello, Cheryl, Jeff, poor Jeff. Prayers for Jeff. Good to see you guys this morning. Angela, thank you for hanging out with me last night, guys. Witchy Mama, you was there to the end, pulling it, pulling it. We had so many people in chat that were coming in that had never seen, anything like this, which is really cool. Good morning, Jill. Thank you for being here, honey. Again. Thank you so much. I've got addresses coming in already this morning. Good morning, Michael. Whew, it was crazy last night. So, good morning, Difna. Good morning. Good to see you guys. Coco, hello. Hello. So, what we're gonna do is, since I'm limited with time, I've got, just maybe a couple of hours. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Since I only have just a couple of hours this morning before I have to drive for a while to go and see my granddaughter. It's a every week thing. I want to show you what what I'm uncovering. Good morning, Deanna. So let me take me off so y'all don't have to pay attention to me. And let me just go ahead and share my entire screen here. Let me share the entire screen. That way we can get on it. And okay, here we go. Here we go. I'm going to share the whole screen. Hopefully my pen will work. If it doesn't, that's going to be really bad. But if it does work, it's going to be great. Sometimes it works. You know how these apps are. So let me see if it'll work this morning. And we're going to pull this up with the charts. I don't know if it's going to work. Yes, it's going to work this morning. Okay. So we are rising. We're rising in Libra. This is our government. This is the government. We're rising in Libra. Okay. We are descending in Aries. Oh no, hold on. Hold on. Sorry. This is, this was last night. Okay. So last night, let's start with last night. So last night we watched how the dark moon was going to come into Arizona at a 553. We watched it last night. There was it's conjunct, right? It's conjunct the moon. So we are reflecting on flight. We are reflecting on universities. We are reflecting on immigration. Okay. And we noticed that the 400 with Pluto was coming in Aquarius, was coming into the 401 that Michael Feldman has. We also noticed that, well, I didn't say it, but the Juno was this is where Texas is, a third house communication with Juno. And this is the same degree as Texas, El Paso. Okay. The weight with Annie is now in the ninth house. Last night, we see the 1604, that's the United States, and their values with home. I could see this as plain as day. It just felt like last night just felt like it's a continuous cover up, trying to keep people in fear. This 434 is Nancy Guthrie's degree, in which she shares Pluto and Leo. So the trans Pluto is a higher octave than Pluto. Her Pluto is in Leo, so there's a lot of attention on it, and we are having a major transformation here with groups and attention. Let's look this way, not that way. Let's look over here. Let's don't look over here. Okay. Very plain to see. Remember this, we were watching this in real time last night with this opposition with Saturn. Saturn out of 2941. Again, it goes to Missouri, Vladimir, not Russia, Vladimir, and Israel. Israel. Okay. So the 7-Eleven with Mercury last night at this time had just come into the 712. 7-Eleven is the Venus in Aquarius, money, Aquarius of Mexico. Okay. So all of this is transpiring while I'm on live last night, while all of this information was coming in, and it was so sporadic. It was so sporadic. It was like, she's being taken to the hospital. She's been found. Nancy's been found. She's been taken to Banner Medical. They're going to Rio Rico. They've got the guy. They've got him. They've got him. They've got him detained. He wasn't detained. He was pulled over. He was just pulled over. They went to his house. He wasn't detained. When people say detained, I'm thinking, oh, he's in the, he's in the um he's in the police station. He's at the police station, right? No, that's not what it was. No, not at all. So, this is what was taking place, and of course, we still have this month-long, communications with the FBI, other agencies, and Tomas. All the while, Dershowitz, New Mexico, their connections are releasing a lot of information. Will we see it? I don't know, but anyway, so what we were seeing last night too, as this was progressing, we would look at the charts, come back, look at the charts. This is when, let me show you. This is exactly when it was touching the United States, Mars that is. Mars was at the United States and Trump, okay? Right here. So we've got, if we look at the chart and with these degrees, with people that they are connecting to, we saw Nancy's Pluto with trans Pluto making an activation. Trans Pluto was activating her Pluto. Okay. We saw it in the 10th house with her public image. And then we saw it go to the ninth house, which is flight, universities. It's also immigration. Okay. All attention on this right here. So this would have to do with the FAA. This would have to do with the FAA. So this 1448 with Mars, it's activating Trump's Juno, which is a relationship in the government. It's also activating the United States of America's Saturn and Libra. Who is the Saturn and Libra? It is Trump. It's Trump. Trump slows the United States down. I'm not I'm not against Trump. I'm not for Trump. I'm very much about all of them being corrupt. So that's that. So don't come don't come at me for that. This 2233 degree, I want you to take note because when Mercury's going to station the end of February. When it does, it's going to station at this exact degree. This exact degree. So we're going to come back to this time period when Mercury stations. And it's going to be connected to Virginia. Virginia, what is in Virginia? Let's think about it. What's in Virginia? A lot of warring. A lot of warring. A lot of Air Force bases, a lot of military action, okay? So we're going to come back. What happened was this 0044 is now at a station. Sedna is about a letting go of a betrayal. It's betrayal. It's betrayal with communications. That's what it is. It's betrayal. There's a letting go. There's a betrayal. There's a breakup with the FBI going on. There's a lot of stuff going on, hitting all kinds of different people. So this is letting off of Nancy at the time. We know that the dark moon is coming into not just Arizona's Chiron in the ninth house of, flight, but also it's coming to Elon. It's coming to China. is coming to the United States. The 556 is. Okay. When it comes to a 556, I'm going to show you this and duel it out. And I know I'm going over it really fast, and maybe you may want to go back and listen to it slower. I don't know, but this is going pretty fast. I'm going to go pretty fast with this. Michael Feldman is just being transformed with groups for 24 hours. It's still at a 401. Let's look at it and make sure. Let's look at it and make sure. I'm going to stop this. Well, I'm not even going to stop it. Not yet. So I see that the 401, yes, we are still, Michael Feldman is still being transformed. And it's about all of his connections with Epstein, the Glover Park group with Epstein. There's a, there's a lot of distraction here. They want to keep us dumbed down, confused, distracted so they can conquer us. Okay. Nancy's 433 has left off the 434. So Trans Pluto is now moving off of that 434. Okay. Moving off of it. Gosh, I see missing Sebastian Rogers case so big in this one. So what we're seeing is the 555. It's already in orb with China, with the United States, and with Elon. The dark moon is coming upon all of them. Like, it's in orb right now. It's in orb right now. Google it. Google what's going on with Elon. What's going on with Trump, China. Because China is, we're about to see some stuff go down in California too. It has to do with California. What was going on in California? The fallen angels, Los Angeles, all them pedos. We could be seeing some earthquakes going on, but this is Jupiter. This is the quartz. This is the quartz. What's going on? Who's in California quartz? You know? So, yeah, it's all over the board. It's definitely all over the board. I do know that the dark moon is coming into New Mexico. I'm still waiting to see how that's going to work itself out because the dark moon is coming to a relationship in New Mexico. Somebody in New Mexico. It may already be out. Neptune right now, exactly right now, is on the IC, the lowest point with the US Marshals. I'm going to have to look at Saudi Arabia and some of these other countries because this 2944 is going to one of them. I can't remember. I can't remember right now. The sun is shining on the same degree. The sun in Aquarius is shining on the same degree as Donald Trump. His Gemini sun is a 2255. He's shining with groups right now. Hee hawing, laughing. It's a joke. Everything is a joke. These billionaires, they have more money than they know what to do with. I'll stop it right now with this chart, and I'm gonna start dueling it out. Y'all are about to see how we're gonna be investigating this. So let's look at the aviation right now. Well, this is when yeah. Let's look at the aviation right now. Federal aviation to right now. Let's go back and look and see what's going on with federal aviation. Here it is. It has not been lifted according to the FAA. It says temporary flight restrictions for special security reasons. El Paso, Texas, near El Paso Vortac. So we need to look on the map with that. 250-degree radial at 4.9 nautical miles, 10 nautical miles from the surface up to and including 18,000 feet. And this is supposed to be from the 10th to the 20th. No pilots may operate an aircraft in the areas covered, excluding Mexican airspace. So you can fly in Mexican airspace. Interesting. This all came out in the middle of the night last night while we were live. So it says, according to the site, it's not been lifted, but according to the news, it has. It has. According to the news, it has. So this is what we were seeing last night as well with the Saturn over Nancy, opposing Nancy. Why El Paso's disruption was different. The Texas National Guard members disembarked from a U.S. Air Force transport plane at Air El Paso Airport in El Paso, Texas. This is 2024. But this is 34 years ago. I mean, 34 minutes ago. Temporary flight restrictions, including during major events like Super Bowl. Wednesday's shutdown was very unusual. Ground all aircraft over a major U.S. city, including military and emergency flights. Sorry, without a clear explanation. It's still unclear why the restriction order was not accompanied by assurances that there was no threat to public safety. So what they are this is a keeping you scared. Let's be scared now. Let's be scared. Whoo, guys, are we seeing major distractions? Major distractions here. It would restrict drones as well. It would restrict all airspace, period. And they were going to do it for 10 whole days. 10 days. They were going to restrict it for 10 days for what? They won't say. They haven't said. They'll eventually say it. And it'll probably be nothing of the truth. It'll be something that they have conjured up that everybody, well, not everybody, that most people will buy hook, line, and sinker. I'm talking hook, line, and sinker. So this is what they're saying, that it's been lifted. The Secretary of Transportation said the military had neutralized a cartel drone. Two officials said testing of new counter drone technology prompted the closure, which was lifted after the FAA. So I want us to think about this. What we saw last night with this energy going on, because who else was it affecting? We were watching Nancy and the opposition was Saturn. But Saturn was on the same degree as Israel's 10th house. It's their public image. Vesta, a reigniting of a flame with work, with Saturn, with authority. And it was also Saturn was sitting on the same degree last night, same time, of Vladimir's second house values. It's about money. And that's what I said last night. Something is not right here. There's a lot of limits and obstacles. There's a lot of things happening that we are not seeing. Mars had just come over the same degree as the United States and Trump. Saturn, Juno for Trump. It's a relationship. And it was going into Mexico, remember? It was going into Mexico. Mars was going to Mexico to the same degree that Mexico has in their chart. We watched it in real time last night. We just didn't know that the FAA, before we went to sleep last night, that this had happened. We just didn't know that. They neutralized a cartel drone. That's their story. That's their story. They're going to be sticking to it. Okay. This is all about making sure that everybody is looking at Mexico in a very bad way. In a very bad way. So we can lift ICE up and the protests will stop. right? Look over here, don't look here. So we're about to find out exactly who this was going over and who it's affecting because it's affecting somebody and it's not Mexico. FAA lifts restriction. Okay, so we already know why they lifted it. But why 10 days? Why didn't they just do it overnight if it was just a drone? If it was just a drone, why? You know what I'm saying? Why? Makes no sense to me. So I'm not going to look at that. Oh, we already know why. We already know why. I'm not going to look at that, but it still hasn't been lifted here. Still has not been lifted. I've refreshed it a few times and it still says that it's temporarily temporarily temporary flight are restricted. So, yeah. And this is El Paso. Let's go back. Let's go down to El Paso. This is Nancy's. Goes to where Maxwell is allegedly held, as well as Saudi Arabia. Capricorn goes all the way to China. Okay. This is my notes for Nancy's map. For Nancy's map. Fox News reported TMZ got an email stated they know who the guy is. Interesting. Yeah. What is that address, Coco, in Santa Clara? Excuse me. This is where Raytheon is, and this is where the federal prison camp is. So I'm going to start looking at the federal aviation for a second because I want to show you something. I want to show you something. Okay. Last night, we were talking about the transits with Donald Trump and how it was affecting the United States Saturn because Trump is Saturn. Trump is the United States Saturn. Just get that in your head. He is. I hate to, I'm sorry, but he is. This 2420 goes to, well, it goes to BB, BB, BB Netanyahu. It also goes to Epstein. And this is how they make money. This is how they bring in money. Okay. And this 11th house with their friend group is ruled by the 1448. 1448. That is Donald Trump's Juno in the second house with his values, with the government. And this 1448, guys, is connecting to the federal aviation right here. Okay. And I'm going to show you the United States of America, their chart. So you can see this connection with the FAA and how Donald Trump is most certainly the Saturn. He slows the United States down. He gives the United States of America problems. Okay. Problems. Here's the United States. Here's the federal aviation. And that 1448 that they have that connects to Trump is right here. And that is the public image of the United States. So Saturn is about to make contact here with contracts that they have had, that they are, hmm, that Trump is affecting contracts, contractors. They're, drug lords. I don't know. People that they work with because they are the biggest cartel. Don't forget that. This 556 is where the dark moon is coming to. And it's about the courts. It's also about a relationship with one of the states, with one of the states or more, but it could have to do with everything legal, things that are in the legal system, okay? Things that are legal with the law. So the FAA is definitely a chart that I watch. I can pull it when 9/11 took place. I can see what other people aren't seeing. Other people are not looking at this. They're looking at Fox News. They're looking at CNN. They're not looking at this an investigation. I don't know, Lynette. I don't know if he does. TMZ received an unverified ransom note via email regarding Nancy, but as of February 2026, authorities state that they have not identified suspect or person of interest. The email contained. Okay, so the email contained the dark moon is going to make contact with the warring that is going on with the USA and our war mongers, the money changers, all of that. All of that. This is a big deal because we saw this last night. I'm about to pull up Iran and Saudi Arabia because those are the two that I'm thinking we need to be talking about right now. I know that Saturn is about to oppose, just like we saw with Nancy last night. Okay, let me explain something to you. Just like we saw with Nancy last night, that is coming to California. It's already in orb. It is coming to California, the state of California, and their legal system. Yeah, it didn't have anything to do with that though. This is bigger. This is much bigger. Let me look at Iran. Hold on. Let me look at Saudi Arabia. There's a country that has this past war and this past let me see. Hold on. It's not Iran. Ooh, don't tell me it is the Virgin Islands. I'm looking for a 2944 right now and I'm not seeing it. I'm trying to think who has it. It's one of the other countries. It's not Israel. It could be Cuba. Let me make sure it's not Cuba. No, it's one of them. It's not Cuba. It's not Saudi Arabia. Not Iran. Hmm. Who is it? I can't remember. I can't remember. But it's on somebody and I just can't remember. It's 2944 is what I'm talking about with Saturn. I know that it's coming. There's an opposition with California right now. Right this moment. We're reflecting in yeah. We're reflecting about flight and courts and immigration. That's the main theme right now. Courts, with the Epstein stuff, the flight, like with aviation or the testing of missiles. I've heard that Harvey Levin just received a new note saying they know who the kidnapper is. I don't know. Yeah, definitely starting to distrust TMZ. They are the ones who released the video of Tyler Robinson, I think. I'm thinking that they are working for Saturn. Who is Saturn? Remember? Saturn is for the United States. It's Trump. It's Trump, guys. Good morning, peace, love, Jeeps, hope floats. Believe in heaven. How are you guys doing? Another Bitcoin demand. I'm not trusting this, guys. I think that they are leading us. They're leading us somewhere else. So I don't think it's India, but I can look. Oh, who has that? Let's look at the Virgin Islands because that's where the pedo stuff is going down, right? So let's look at the Virgin Islands because it seems like we got some stuff going on with Epstein real life stuff. Let's look at the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico. Virgin Islands, there it is. There it is, guys. We saw it. There it is. There it is. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. There it is. There it is. Virgin Islands, guys. If you don't see anything in the news about Virgin Islands, your eyebrows should be raising. If we don't see anything, we need to see if anything is going on in the news with Virgin Islands because they are being restricted. There's a restriction. There is things that are taking place with the Virgin Islands that are hidden and they connect. Virgin Islands, of course, is going to connect to Trump right here. This is Trump right here with the third house of communications that are shady, not even true, about hidden sex and the courts and the courts. Guys, huh, this is Epstein stuff. And they are definitely connected. Look, this 440 is definitely connected to the witness protection program. This dude is not deceased, okay? I don't care what. I don't care. I've shown it on this channel time and time again. Dude is not deceased. The 0026 that was just in transit with Neptune yesterday, there it is. The flame of life is in the Virgin Islands. Wow. Interesting. Let's look at this chart. Thank you, God. I'm so glad I remembered. This is also going back to things with Sebastian Rogers that's missing out of Hendersonville, Tennessee, Virgin Islands, because his step grandmother went to the Virgin Islands. So I'm thinking about her too. That's how I remembered that 2944 eventually. So here's the transits right now, guys. Virgin Islands is on the left. Transits are on the right, and we are talking about things from the past. And we are going into California with groups. Trump is shining. You know how? Because he has got everybody going this way and going that way, and it's every which way. So this 736 with the justice, with the divine justice with Astria, she is opposing things of the past, a past prisoner. She is opposing things of the past with kids because Leo has kids. Okay. Look at that. She is actually sitting right here, bringing justice to health, to the future, huh, to the future with groups, but they're having problems. They're having problems, major problems, because he's a offender. Offenders really shouldn't be in the witness protection program. And the 553 that Arizona has with their Chiron, with the dark moon, is right here. They connect. Arizona connects here with kids in Virgin Islands, Arizona, right here. Kids, kids, kids with Arizona. I mean, I can't make it up. I can't make this up. When these connections come, no, has not, no, not Colombia. No, Virgin Islands. Are we all on the same page? Are y'all trying to keep up? How are you doing? What do I need to explain more? How I'm doing this? Is there anything that I can help you with? Let me know. Virgin Islands also connects to Utah. Utah ascends and descends with their chart, with their birth chart at a 1245. Virgin Islands, there's the money. Oh, that's Bill Gates. This is Bill Gates right here, honey. Bill Gates all day long. Oh, Bill, doing stuff that's investigative, worthy. Yeah. Guys, who? All the while, Nancy is missing. All the while, Nancy's missing. Interesting. Interesting. What else can I see here? What else is going on that I'm not seeing? So the dark moon, see, has just left the connection with the Virgin Islands. Connection with the Virgin Islands has nothing, this isn't Mexico. I mean, Mars did go into, the state of Mexico with the 1450, with all that stuff, crazy stuff going on last night into this morning. Actually, it's actually this morning and it was doing it. So yeah, yeah, interesting. Interesting. We need to look at Elon. Okay. We need to look at Elon because his connection with the United States. Let's see what's going on with him today. What is going on in California? Elon Musk. What's happening with him right now? Right now. 2 days, 11 hours, 14. We're not seeing any of that. 3 hours. Here are the key AI figures who have departed in the recent exodus. Don't think so. Why would Elon Musk pivot from Mars to the moon all of a sudden? Huh. Has something to do with China? Let's look at China because they're also in orb with the United States. AI industry looks unstoppable in the race to best US rivals. Formerly charged with insurance fraud. This was 58 minutes ago. Insurance fraud. Interesting. Astra's ex chief. Huh. I don't know. It could be. It could definitely be this right here. Being charged, somebody being charged. I don't know. I'm thinking that doesn't, I don't think so. US moves to counter China in Bangladesh, plans to pitch defense alternatives. Experts argue marine pullback in Okinawa should be halted as China threat rises. Ooh, China threat. China is conducting, this is 6 hours ago. This is it. This would be it, guys, with China. China is conducting secret nuclear tests. Here's what that means. This is definitely what this is probably more than likely all about with China, the United States, and Elon. Okay. Because Elon is a part of that shadow government. He is definitely helping to run this nation. Okay. Thank you, Anita. Yeah. Getting richer by the minute. Yes. Yes, guys. Wow. That's it. Okay. So the United States, this should be something with war, with immigration, with courts, job reports. No, that's not it. That's not it. US slips to its lowest ever rank in a global corruption. No, really? Tell us something we don't know. Trump that threatens to block opening of US Canada bridge. I don't think we're seeing it just yet. Don't think we are seeing it yet, just yet, guys. Let me look at the earthquakes. We're going to see an earthquake with California. Well, they are starting to have a little swarm, but that's not unusual for California. There is an opposition with them. Where's that at? Alaska? Nope. 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 Let's look at the news. Mark Zuckerberg. Nope. Where California leaders stand on abolish ICE. There it is, right there. This was 2 hours ago. So it's already in an orb. This is more like it. It would be something having to do with ICE, immigration. It's definitely not about the rain and snow. That's not what's showing up. Ooh, federal judge blocks California from enforcing ICE mask ban. That was a day ago. That could be something. That's when it became an orb. 9 inmate deaths already this year, bringing renewed scrutiny to LA County jails. maybe that could be in expressing itself with California. I know, I just wanna pick Nancy up and take her home. Yeah, I totally get that, girl. It's so sad, it really is. I don't know why they haven't lifted that. It's still saying temporary. It's still saying a temporary flight. I don't get it. It's still showing the FAA is still showing something different. I wanna see what the TMZ crap is about because 'cause I'm starting to not trust them at all. And ransom. Third Nancy Guthrie ransom note sent to TMZ. Receives third ransom note. This is really just odd. A ransom note being sent to a drama, the most drama controversial. I can't do that. I can't do that. Nope, nope, nope. Don't want to get with all those. An hour ago, new note demands 1 Bitcoin to rat out suspect. A new note. This wasn't this one doesn't seem to be from the kidnapper. Instead, it's from someone offering to give up information on the kidnapper. Y'all, what? And my computer's just gonna it's just gonna I hate it with these sites. They got so much stuff going on it, my computer will just freeze. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Received the note just before 5 AM. If they want the name of the individual involved, then I want 1 Bitcoin to the following wallet. Time is more than relevant. Wow. What a joke. What a joke. What a joke. Let me turn this. Hold on. Okay, I got rid of it. Finally. F shared. Who's F? I don't know who F is. I don't know who F is. So we know what's going on. We know what's going on, guys. Let's look at this with the United States and let's look at this with Trump again because gosh, it's hard to keep up with the distractions that he is constantly throwing in to the mix. And I think that they're all the same. I think they are all the same. There's not one side that's good. There's not a Democrats that's good and Democrats versus Republican. They're all shady. They're all cartel driven lobbyists working for the cartels. They are the big cartels. They are the cartels. That's what I think. Anyway, that's my opinion. It's my opinion. So the United States and the transits right now, let me show you something. This is definitely having to do also with Biden. Biden, Biden. Okay. Biden is also in the transits right now. This 736 is opposing the eighth house with kids, but the justice has just came over the values with the United States and the government with other, with the markets. Markets. With the markets. Interesting. Interesting. Who is F, Divna? Y'all be sure and hit the thumbs up, guys. Be sure and hit the thumbs up. I would appreciate it. Get it out in the algorithm. Let more people see that this is this is an exciting way to watch real-time news. Real time. We're actually seeing it before. Oh, Feldman. I'm sure he did, honey. I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did because look, here he is right there. The Pluto, this is the public image with Michael Feldman. The public image. We saw it coming. We knew that there was going to be intense transformation with video, but there's going to be a weight that is coming over him. The weight is coming. It's coming. We already discussed that. It's going to come. But yeah, he is definitely holding the collective transit with Pluto right now, with the public image, with Biden, with the Democratic Party. Okay. No doubt. No doubt. Can't make this up, y'all. Can't make it up. So, Michael, just know that he is in the Epstein files. Larry Summers, the Glover Park Group. Okay. Can't forget that. We can't forget what we know. They're going to try to, you know, get us all messed up from the flow up, but we can't allow that. There's more things that are going to be coming. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time today because the energy that is transforming with the directed energy weaponry, things of the past with warring. This 1842 is coming to the 1909 degree in which the FBI has. There's going to be a lot of energy tomorrow with the FBI. Tomorrow, tomorrow. Not today, but tomorrow. Lots of energy with the FBI. Seeing something else. Hold on, let me go back. Yes. Okay, so Jupiter, this is about the flight, guys, because Jupiter was just this was hold on. Jupiter is coming down in degree right now. Jupiter is coming down in degree to the south node of the 11th house of groups in the on the islands. But there has just been a relationship right here. There's a relationship right here that has just given Virgin Islands a conscious raising experience in the 5th house of kids. And I'm seeing Sebastian Rogers, who is missing out of Tennessee right now. This is happening right now. And so, who is talking about Sebastian besides me and the Virgin Islands where his step grandmother went? Huh. I'm seeing this in a big way. The Virgin Islands with Sebastian Rogers missing out of Hendersonville, Tennessee. There's a weight on the communications with the Tennessee Bureau of Investigations right now. Huge weight. And tomorrow, there's going to be a major transformation with Sebastian. The health and the dark moon is coming to that step grandmother who visited the Virgin Islands right after he went missing. I've got to add that in because I'm seeing it. I've got to add that in. I'm seeing it. Hmm. The South Node, look at that. The South Node is at a 957 right now, and the South Node is coming here with a lot of energy. It's like a directed energy with Ceres. She is kind of like agriculture, but she is also very religious. Very religious. Hmm. I can't I can't not see that. It just Jupiter has just left the step grandmother too. Huh. And I definitely have a hot spot for Sebastian Rogers in the Virgin Islands, so we'll have to be watching that and see. There's a low point with the US Marshals. Like I said, there's a lot going on. Let me look at Mike Feldman and the FBI and show you guys the comparison with Michael with what's going on right now. Oh my gosh. I don't remember what I have him under. I think it's, Savannah. There he is. So Michael Feldman, that 401 that he has, okay, is right here. This is what we're seeing. So when the picture came out, the south node was sitting on him. That's what made me go, "Okay, he must be having something to do with it." The magnetism with him, the weight is coming here is gonna transform him in the public eye. People are gonna be talking about him. We are talking about him, but people are really gonna be talking about him. It's going to keep on I mean, he is him even speaking out, it's only drawing a lot of attention to him. But the 401 that he has is right here. The plea is right here with the public image in the 10th house with his plea and the emotional plea. What is Vulcanus? Vulcanus is an explosion of emotion in Cancer having to do with his family, family values, right? Come on. Come on, Mike. Come on. I don't know about that. Family values. Really don't. Because if your partnership, let me go back up because I just seen something that was connecting to Michael. What was it? So much. It's so much to try to remember who connects to who. Where did I just see that at? Is it Virgin Islands? Am I going back to the Virgin Islands or the Federal Aviation? Oh my gosh, don't tell me we're going back to the Virgin Islands. You got to be kidding me. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I saw it last night. Maybe I saw it last night. Or is it in transit right now? Could have sworn I just saw that. It's a 0055. I may have seen it last night. It's not with the United States. Interesting. I also have Larry Summers, who is Lord Mendelssohn from UK. I don't know that. I don't know. I don't know. God, there's so much. There's so much to see here with the way that these people are connecting to one another and to the different agencies that are, supposed to be leading us. Let me go back to Larry Summers because let me see if that, I don't know what time he was born, but I can imagine and try to get it right with the people that he definitely connects to. Okay, so this 222, okay, no matter what time he's born, he's got that 222. No matter what time he's born, he has this 222. And it's a weight with money, with values, a weight. that that holds him down with his values. No matter what time he's born, it's a 222. So, that's Larry Summers. So the 222, let's go back up and see where that connects because I just saw that as well. And it's right here, the Virgin Islands. Virgin Islands. The weight of money, of values is with the Virgin Islands and how their public image, it's their public image with the Virgin Islands. Larry Summers is with the Glover Park Group with Savannah's husband, Michael. Do you understand what I'm saying? Google is saying he helped Tony Blair to power shadow. Political operate. Ooh. Ooh. Let's pull up Tony Blair. Where's he been? Where's Tony Blair been? Is he still alive? What's going on? I mean, did he pass away? Why haven't we heard about him? Because we got his birth time. We got his birth time. Let's see if Tony Blair connects to the Virgin Islands. Let's see what's going on with his chart. Let's see what's going on with him. Oh, Tony Blair. Interesting. He is definitely going to be coming into transit this month with things of the past. My gosh, look at all of that in his 12th house. My goodness gracious. Is he okay? So hold on. Hold up. Because I think I've been looking for him and didn't even know it. Thank you so much, Hope. He's still alive. John Burton, Sedgefield constituency agent known as the man who discovered Tony Blair. Investigation into Mendelssohn's Epstein links will go back to Tony Blair. Ah. Who is Mendelssohn's? Who is he? Anybody know who he is? Prince of Darkness? Where's he from? Did you say that you saw something with Sebastian Michelle? Y'all, look at that. So he is definitely, look at this. Wow. I'm trying to see who all he is connecting with. Definitely Israel. Okay. Oh my gosh. 2220. 2220. New Mexico? New Mexico. Hmm. So see the divine justice, what we just saw is the divine justice. Let's bring him up with the transits because I want to show you what we're seeing, okay? What we're seeing in the news right now is this. So remember the divine justice that has just come over the United States, Joe Biden, okay? Joe Biden and the United States. It first went over, hold on, it's right here. So it first went over here. So the divine justice has just went over Tony Blair yesterday in the public eye. This is the public image. The 10th house is always the public image. It's about, wow, he was in transit when Nancy went missing too, with the 008 in New Mexico. In New Mexico. So Google Tony Blair in New Mexico. Let's do it. Let's do that. Because I'm seeing it. Because I'm gay. Epstein kept me separate from the SA side because I'm gay. Okay. I can see that. All right. But I'm sure, you might add a little something, something. The updated Epstein list, who is named. I'm looking for anything connecting to New Mexico, not Mexico. Not Mexico. So we're not seeing it in the news yet. gosh. New Mexico Land Commissioner seeks probe into allegation of 2 girls. Y'all, this is it. This is it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is it, guys. Remember, I've been saying over and over again, there's a relationship that is coming to New Mexico. It would appear it has something to do with Epstein. Could it be Nancy? Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. What? See, this came out yesterday. This is what is going to be happening. Oh my gosh. New Mexico Commissioner of Public Lands yesterday called on federal and state law enforcement to investigate allegations that 2 girls were buried in the hills. Oh my gosh. Somewhere in the hills. The author offered to send videos on a thumb drive to Aragon in exchange for 1 Bitcoin. Look at all this Bitcoin stuff. Let's wheel and deal with some Bitcoin. This just gets weirder and weirder and weirder and weirder. Yes, major connection to Al Gore. We looked at him last night. Remember? He was the UK ambassador to the US. Yeah. And how are we supposed to trust any of these people? How are we supposed to trust any of them? Biden, Clinton, Obama, any of the presidents, any of the lobbyists, any of the money changers. It's about high time we flip the table. We the people. Flip the damn table. This is insane. This is insane. So this is what we were seeing. This is it, guys. He has a New Mexico connection too. Don't think that he doesn't. The law is on him. It's about to be on him in a big way because what is going to happen is Zeus at a 2617 is going to come to this house, this 12th house, with all of the shit that he has done in his past. And it's going to come to this house to affect the health and the law and the hidden sex, things going on at the Zorro Ranch. Tony Blair, he is highly connected. Okay? Highly connected. Holy shit. So Venus has just come and sat there opposing that 5th house of kids. This is where he is transformed in a major way with kids. Unbelievable, guys. So when I tell you 1 Bitcoin is worth a lot, but I'm saying we just saw TMZ with the 1 Bitcoin. Now we're seeing this, somebody wanting to give up some information with the girls in New Mexico for 1 Bitcoin. Weird. Weird, guys. Weird. Weird. Okay, so let me pull up New Mexico. Let me show you because I mean I've been talking about this for days, but I want to talk. I want to make sure that's recorded once again. Oh lordy, because it's coming. It's a coming. New Mexico. Hold on. Let me get it to the 506 with New Mexico because that's when the shit's gonna go down. The 608. I mean the 608. Hold on. Watch this. Watch this, guys. Watch. Watch this. 608. Oh, that's Friday, Friday the 13th. Okay. 608. It's going to already be an orb when we wake up Friday morning. There it is right there. And see, Tony Blair is right here. That 2616. As soon as it comes into New Mexico, there it is. Whew. There's a relationship. There's a relationship. This is New Mexico. Oh my God. And let me tell you something. This is hitting Mike Feldman, Michael Feldman. This is when Saturn comes over Hygeia, which is all about the purity of health. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And this is New Mexico. There's a lot of warring with the values in New Mexico. Unbelievable, guys. So I'm going to stop this. I'm going to show you the New Mexico chart. We're going to duel it out. New Mexico will be on the left, and the transits that are coming on Friday, Valentine's Day. I mean, on Friday the 13th. So the 608, the dark moon in the ninth house with the judge and the courts. It's about a relationship. Juno is a relationship. Juno is a relationship. This is about the courts. This is about courts. And we are going to see, and I've talked about this like days ago, we're going to see this 2443 with Eris with the values of the money. That's the Bitcoin. Because this is also showing up. This is money. This is values, the action with money. So today, what we're going to see is there is going to be a darkness come over the United States, China, and Elon, and then the dark moon is going to activate before it ever even gets here to New Mexico on Friday. It's going to activate a justice. Here she is. There's Australia. She brings divine justice. She's going to make you change your mind. You know, sometimes we don't want to change our mind, but then we have to because we're forced to. We can see that this 409 right here that they have, which is the flame of life, that's a 0008 that goes to Tony Blair. We are going to see it come in to the sixth house of health with Pluto. With Pluto. And this will be during the weekend. Over the weekend, Pluto is going to transform people, we the people. Let me show you New Mexico and Trump's chart. Okay. See this 1309, that 1309 second before it was just at this 1308 with their dark moon. And it has to do with New Mexico's public image with governing bodies, with authority, with governing bodies. Okay. See the 2953, that's going to be coming with Saturn as well. In the fourth house, there's going to be a home. But that 1308, let me show you Donald Trump's chart with New Mexico. Let's go back. The New Mexico chart's going to be on the left. We're going to duel it out with Trump. Where's he at? Right there. There you at. Where you at? Where you at? So he has a 1306, but a lot of them have a 1308. Have the 1308. Let me show you. Hold on. I know I can't remember the connection, but I'm pretty sure he is also connected to this New Mexico chart. I was thinking it was that one, but it's not. But it's not. Mercury is definitely going to be sitting on him with the quartz. Won't be long, and Mercury is going to activate him. Let me see. I'm pretty sure. I thought he did. Let me look. I'm not going to be able to find it. Is it 24? It should be right around here. I know that the secret a lot of our agencies have their Venus that's hidden in New Mexico. I'm telling you, this was a free for all. Everything having to do he's the biggest Epstein is the biggest manipulator. Tony Blair is connected to Oracle? No way. Where? Where in Oracle? Where? Where? God, let me know where. It's amazing. Amazing. Tony Blair. That 008 was in transit with the Neptune. That it's going to New Mexico and Tony Blair. Huh. Where at? Tell me where Tony Blair is connected to Oracle. I'm still looking. I got sidetracked just for a second. Let me see. He's got to be connected here. He's got to be connected. I'm just not seeing it. Just not seeing it. Twenty-six, 48. Yeah, see, when the dark moon came over and made contact, activated his Neptune last night before it hit Arizona. He is such a this is so there is so much propaganda, so much psyop, so much trying to I mean, aren't they tired? Don't they get tired of trying to fix, manage to control the narrative of what is coming out in the news? There is going to be a breakup with him and the FBI. That's what's coming on. Let's see when is that coming with Trump and the FBI? Hold on. I can't even focus on this right now. I'm sure he's connected. I'll just have to find it again. So the FBI and Trump, there's going to be a breakup with Trump and the FBI, and this is coming. This is coming on. Pretty sure it's tomorrow. Hold on. Tomorrow night, maybe. It's coming with a lot of energy with Trump. Hold on, let me go to tomorrow. Yeah. Yep. It's happening tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow afternoon between 4 and 5. Yeah. And this is before it hits New Mexico, before a lot of warring and stuff is going to take place with New Mexico at the home, on the land. There's a containment. There's some type of well, dry well, some type of murky water, a containment. They are yeah, it's definitely with the investigation. This is going to begin with the values of a relationship. Secret Service, I can see them in the 7th house of relationships. I'm definitely going to be getting information in about the things that are hidden in New Mexico. New Mexico. Holy shit. This is crazy. This is crazy. And there's Tony Blair right there. There's Tony Blair. He's going to be in transit all day on Thursday with the law, contracts, lawsuits, all kinds of stuff like that. These people are, they're too much. It's just too much. What's going to happen is Mercury is going to come to Ghislaine Maxwell right here. Right here. There's going to be communications about Ghislaine Maxwell. She's going to be we could be seeing photos of her again. We could be seeing her in the courts or on the news. It's right here. And it's with New Mexico. Limits and obstacles with relationships. There's the FBI. There's Trump. Major breakup with the wisdom of the FBI. And there it is right there. There she is. She is going to be holding the media. Huh. The weight, the weight of the FBI, because the FBI can't do their job. The FBI really can't do their job because of Trump, because he is the Saturn of the United States of America. He slows things down majorly. The connection that he has with Canada and New Mexico is coming. It's coming. And California's Gavin Newsom is coming. The 428 with Trump right there. Friday, the 20th. Transformation with Trump and China. And China. It's going to be a lot of warring with China. Things from the past with Donald Trump that have to do with New Mexico, Canada. I definitely see that coming. Look at that. Sun is shining at that 222 with New Mexico and Tony Blair. New Mexico and Tony Blair. The weight is going to be over Erica Kirk. The weight is going to be over Arizona on the 20th. The 20th is a huge day for the United States. And look at that. We are just, yeah, the 20th is a big day. We're going through a major conjunction with Saturn and Neptune and Aries, a major conjunction. We've never been through anything like this in our life. We will never go through anything like this again in our life on Friday, the 20th. Excuse me. 6:30. I definitely see damn, Virginia. Excuse me. Virginia, definitely see them. It's going to be a shakeup with the money changers on Wednesday, the 18th. Ghislaine Maxwell, Wednesday, the 18th. And then Thursday is going to be bad. I need some water. The weight is on Arizona at a home. The weight is on Arizona. We could be looking at a court date, but look, this is Ghislaine Maxwell all day long in the courts. Things that we're learning, she could be in air and we don't even know it. A lot of this is gonna have to do with her, with the courts. There's so much that they're trying to fix, manage, control, it's not even funny. Then what we're gonna see is we're gonna see, the connection with Hillary Clinton and Nancy. We'll see Hillary Clinton and Nancy both coming into transit on the 20th as well. Late evening of the 20th with Nancy Guthrie and her connection with, Hillary. There it is. Hillary Clinton, 419. There's a lot of warring going to be taking place in the middle of the night. Again, with Nancy, with Hillary Clinton, and values that are critical. And guess who is going to be in transit? You guessed it, New Mexico, Trump, Gavin Newsom, and Canada, right there. Joke. Joke. There's going to be a breakup with communications when it comes to The other connection that Hillary Clinton has with Nancy Guthrie, there's going to be another connection that's going to come in. It's a 413 with Admitos. It's going to leave the FBI and Tomas on the 25th, right there. 28th, I mean. So the 28th, this other connection that Nancy and Hillary have is right here. This is going to be a big day as well. Saturday, the 28th. That's why I'm saying the month of February is so jacked. It's not even funny. It's so intense with so much corruption, distractions, placing fear into the American people. Placing fear into the American people, guys. It's not good. It's not good. I hate it. I really do. I hate it. I hate to see so much craziness going on with the transits, but I can't do anything but just express that we need to just, we just need to be vigilant in these times and don't believe everything that you hear on the mainstream media because it's so much deeper. It's so much deeper. Everybody is trying to save face, trying to act like they're not crooked, they're not corrupt, they're not the biggest cartel people of the world. It's a lot of darkness going to be going on with Mexico. They are going to make sure that this case with Nancy, they're going to make sure that it is distracting. There's a lot of energy going on with Saudi Arabia as well right now. A lot of energy. I can see it right here with Saudi Arabia, with state of Tennessee, with the Democratic Party, with the money changers and our connections with overseas money, dirty money, like Epstein's dirty money. Yeah. Yep. I don't know. It is fascinating. It is fascinating. Thank you so much, Leslie. Thank you guys for joining and hitting that thumbs up and just being sweethearts. Definitely a Democratic connection, Michelle. I mean, it just blows my mind. Just blows my mind. Even if you're in the bushes, just hit that thumbs up. Don't forget. This entire month is just insane. Lord, the defense, our intelligence, the CIA, the NSA, there is a major darkness with California going into February 28th on Saturday. And it's going to affect the public image as well. There's something that's going to begin and end here. And I say that because this 0000 is just that. It's going to bring something that is beginning and ending. Lord, and don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if there's even more craziness that's going to come out, like with UFOs. Don't be surprised if there's going to be a massive solar flare. Elon wanting to go to the moon. I don't know if you guys have watched any of the crazy documentaries about the moon, what they found on the moon, but there's things going on with China for real. So China connects to the United States money, the transformation of money. And so when we see the shakeup with the United States on the 18th, on February 18th, we're also going to see it in China. We're going to see it with China as well. China is showing up a lot this month with a lot of warring with the United States. The way that they are the way that the president is being underhanded. The 18th is a big day as well for Nancy. Nancy and her connection with Hillary. So, can't forget that. There's definitely going to be an opposition with Mercury. That 1735, let's go back. God, this is so crazy. There's so much that's being distracted. 1733. Where is that? Is that Michael? Is that Michael? It's Michael. So Michael will also be having a weight about his values on the 18th as well. So don't think that Michael is just going to get away with any of that. Anything. He's not going to get away with it because we, the people, we, the public, we know he's going to carry some of that media attention. And it's going to be a huge weight when it does. And we can't forget that he is going to have a weight come over him on, let's go back. Is it going to be this day? It's going to be this day. The weight for Michael is on the 26th, right there. And we're going to reflect this day, what we're talking about right now. He's going to have a weight on him. Huge weight. Let's see when it actually begins. Right there. Wednesday evening, the 25th. So Wednesday, the 25th, watch Michael Feldman. Watching. Watching. Watch and see. Because when he comes into transit with this weight, Mercury is stationing. Edward Snowden is going to have some limits and obstacles. We may not hear about it, may not see it. Oh, yeah, this is a big chart right here. I remember already looking at this, already seeing this. It's hitting California. Oh, yeah. So he's not out of the woods as far as the media, okay? Not by a long shot. And this is going to be a 24-hour, so it's going to be the 25th and the 26th that he's going to have a huge weight of home. We just saw a huge weight of home come over Annie yesterday. What did we see? The huge weight that came over her yesterday. It began the night before, all day yesterday. We saw the police at her house, at her neighbor's house. So, yeah. Mhm. The connection that Saudi Arabia and Tennessee has is definitely looks like it's going to be coming into transit as well with Tennessee and Saudi Arabia. Oh, the Saudis. I'm going to pull their chart up and show you how they're connected. So, where am I? Where's Hygia? She's still at 2424. She's going slow. There it is. February 27th, Friday morning, when we wake up, the connection with Tennessee, the state of Tennessee, the connection with Saudi Arabia. He still is, he is still carrying a huge weight. Michael is. But what we're going to see is this weight on him with kids Friday morning. We're going to see the state of Tennessee, the communications with Tennessee, and their connection with Saudi Arabia. We're going to look at Saudi Arabia. The sun is going to shine on a shakeup from the past that has to do with Ghislaine Maxwell. Video. Ooh, video. Really? It's going to be some video come out? Hmm. Are we gonna see are we gonna see a video of her in jail again? Are we gonna be this is definitely Ghislaine Maxwell in prison at the same time that he has a weight and there's a connection with there's that 2448. Lots of lots of warring going on with Tony Blair. There's a huge warring going on with him and his values and his values. Yes, 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 and yes. Yeah. Huh. I don't see Tennessee here. I see the dark moon coming to California. This is definitely about Michael and Tony and the things of the past with Ghislaine Maxwell. Hmm. Let me look at Saudis. Let's look at the Saudis. Yeah, Tony Tony Blair, y'all. Tony Blair. Oh, Tony. Oh, I'm not gonna do him. Hold on. Saudi Arabia and the 27th. Let's look at this. Let's look. Let's look. Saudi Arabia. Well, okay. Now I'm seeing things a little bit more clear. Right. We're definitely going to be talking about the Saudi relationship here. We can't not talk about it. These princes and, 9/11 takes place. There's a big, Nancy is also connected to Saudi Arabia. I don't know how many times I can just like, wow, wow, you guys, but there's that 419 that she connects with relationships and home and family and Saudi Arabia. Oh, yeah, that's right. Today, the vertex, the intensity with relationships is on Saudi Arabia with Neptune. Neptune is at that 27 degree, that 0027. The 2428 that I was telling you that connects to Tennessee and Saudi Arabia is right here, their ascendant degree. It's all about responsibility. They are connected to also Virginia. Virginia, that 1542, they are connected to Virginia as well. 2428, that's Tennessee. It's also going to be we're going to be talking about the communications in Saudi Arabia. The lunar nodes out of 907 have just left the 945, coming down to the 903 with their public image and the way that they manipulate markets with our war. That's on the so the warring is on them today. What's going on in Saudi Arabia today? Do y'all see anything in the news with Saudi Arabia today? Look at that. They connect to New Mexico as well in the third house of communications. So have their princes and everybody else been on the island? Have they also been at New Mexico? Why are they connected to New Mexico too? You see what I'm saying? These connections matter. They literally matter in the state of matter. Saudi Arabia is connected to Tennessee here with the 1940, with children, with also Virginia. Lots of attention with Saudi Arabia. Nancy is connected to these places too. Don't get it twisted. She is definitely connected to these places, to these people. And the only way that I can think is through the markets or through her abduction. That's the only way I can think of. Oh, that's right. And her son-in-law, her son-in-law. Neptune was right here at that 008 that they connect with Tony Blair in New Mexico. There's a lot of warring that's taken place with them today. Lots of warring that has taken place with them today, and it's about contracts. It's about the law with other governments, with other governments. That's happening today. This is today. So, what is going on? What is going on in Saudi Arabia today? Because there is a connection, guys, with the weight of Tony Blair, of Larry Summers, and Michael Feldman. Th- this is it. This is it on the 27th February. Let's see what's going on with them today. Saudi Arabia is having a lot of warring with the courts today. Saudi Arabia. Let's look at the news. Somalia, Saudi Arabia signed agreement on military cooperation. Somalia. Somalis. Somalis, really? You don't say. Okay, so sells oil from Jafurah field as huge Saudi project starts. $100 billion project. Wow, to export natural gas. Interesting. Lockheed, there's Lockheed, guys. Lockheed and Raytheon, Saudi Arabia. I mean, we might as well just call it Saudi Arabia. We might as well just call Arizona Saudi Arabia. Lockheed and Saudi Arabia's ERAF to explore development of unmanned turret. Unbelievable. China lifts veil on secretive underwater combat vehicle at Saudi defense show. Oh, Lord. Trying to, oh my gosh, I just cannot believe this stuff. I cannot believe this. Somalia. Somalia. Our government is the crookedest crooked. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. They are crazy. They got crazy money and do crazy things. Crazy money, crazy things. Prince William's in Saudi Arabia today. Interesting. There's a warring. There's a warring with him today. Oh, poor Somalia. This isn't going to work out. This doesn't look good. They're definitely connected to Cuba. There's going to be a lot of transformation with their Pluto and kids in Somalia. Kids in Somalia. Kids. Kids are in Somalia, guys. It's gonna be a weight over them with contracts. Yeah, it's not working. It's things aren't going good. Things are really not gonna be going good for Somalia. This is crazy. This is crazy. Prince William. Prince William. Going to Saudi Arabia today. Let's see if that is in the transits. I mean, in the news. Deeply concerned as Epstein files royal UK. Prince William breaks royal code to distance himself from despicable Uncle Andrew. Prince William meets female footballers on Saudi Arabia visit. Prince William embraces Prince George's hobby during royal visit. So it looks like they were there yesterday. This was a day ago. Hmm. Leaves. Let's see when he leaves. So is he still there? He was there yesterday. He was definitely there yesterday. Let's look at him with Saudi Arabia too. Hold on. Yeah, see, he's gonna be making major deals. I can see it. But he's gonna be hiding it. He's gonna be hiding some contracts. He's gonna be hiding contracts, hiding. Oh, he definitely connects to the Secret Service and Arizona in the 3rd house with the courts, universities, Arizona, Arizona. He is going to have a weight come over him about things that he has done. It's going yeah. The weight is going to come over his relationships before the day before it comes over Feldman. Golly. He doesn't have that 24-28, but he's got a 24-29, and he is definitely connecting to Utah with a lot of attention. Utah with values and groups. Mm, well, well. He connects to the United States with a lot of media attention on him, that 24-11. He connects to Virginia. He definitely connects to Virginia with his public image. The day before Nancy goes missing, the day before Nancy goes missing, well, the evening that she goes missing, that day, his son, Neptune, was activating it along with the dark moon. With that's gonna be where he's talking about distancing himself from his Uncle Andrew. That's what happened. That's exactly what happened. So, he leaves today. He leaves today. Interesting. Well, I hope he makes it home. I hope he makes it home. He is leaving today. Huh. Let's look at his connection with Saudi Arabia because it's not the 24-28, but let's look, see if there's any connection that he would have with deal making. This would be the flight. Let me see. I'm just looking. Hold on. Just one second. Who's this? Golly, they are so connected to Epstein, it's not even funny. Pretty sure that this is his birth time. Saturn is definitely, coming over has just come over their values in Saudi Arabia. I don't see it. I don't see any major connection, but I'm looking pretty fast. I mean, he's got a 9 he's like 1 minute off of a degree. There's a divine justice with his health that would shake them up with the way that they make money. Hmm, 2532. His lunar nodes are about to have a weight, and it's about his family. It's definitely about his family. Hmm, I don't see it. I don't see it, guys. I'm looking, but I can't. I'm just like, ugh, I don't know. I don't know. I can't see it. I can't see it. If I find it, I will definitely let you guys know, though. Here is Prince William's connection to New Mexico, though, with Vulcan, and that could be with his family with Andrew. Gosh dang, with Andrew. I mean, to publicly say stuff like that, it's a big deal. And it's like, who is going to take the fall now? Is one of them going to be offed? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm wondering. This is getting so intense with the family drama. I don't see the connection just yet, but if I do, I'll let you guys know. There's just got to be. I'm just not seeing it. I'm just not seeing it. Interesting. His trip started Monday. Somalia has signed. Yes. There's something not right here. Something I'm missing. There's something I'm missing and I don't see it. Don't see it. I mean, he's got degrees so close, but not exact, which is making me wonder about this birth time. I mean, but he does connect to the United States. I just think that we need to take him back a little bit. We need to take him back because this flame of life should be hitting them. I think we need to take it back a little bit. Prince William. Hmm. Interesting. All right, guys. I'm going to end this stream. I've got so much I need to be doing today. If anything crazy happens, you know, I'll try to come back on, but I think I've basically looked at everything that I can with the transits leading all through the month of February. So I don't know how much more I can do. We can look at Nancy's map. If anything comes up, I'll go back live where I'm at and I can show the map real quick, or I can do a little short video with my phone and my computer. He leaves today. So I appreciate you guys joining. I hope so much that y'all will continue to join, that you will subscribe, that you will share and do all the great things, that gets this channel out in the algorithm, because the maps that I create work. We just have to work them. And I want other people to be aware that there is something else that we can be doing to help the missing, to solve crimes, to find fugitives. You know, we just have to work together. And of course, it works best with the information that the law enforcement knows, but I haven't gotten there yet. But I'm going. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. That's the goal. Yes, it is amazing stuff going on. Thank you, Overtraction. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Y'all have a good day, and I will be back very soon. Peace out.